Welcome to Super Black Comic Book Reviews by Jonathan Soul. And family, I got something real special for you this evening. I'm gonna hip y'all to the tattoo artist who's also a vampire. Goes by the name of Merc from the comic book series DayBlack by Keef Cross. Now, this book is a bit adult in nature. Not adult like heavy metal for people who know, the older cats out there, but adult like you may see some tatas, and, maybe a little implied drug use or whatever. But, man, this is the dopest take on a vampire since, Interviewing a Vampire, I guess? Yeah, I would say the dopest take. Yeah, dopest take. So let me give y'all a little bit of reason why I want to talk about the book. So as I'm talking, different images are flashing across the video screen, and Keef is a tattoo artist. The artist, Keef Cross, tremendous brother, visionary, very productive artist down there. I believe in Atlanta. You got to go to keefcross.com. Keef is KeefCross.com. Interviewed the brother a while back, and tremendous artist, tremendous talent. And the thing that I love about the book is its, I guess, simplicity kind of a thing. Without me, don't get on my soapbox. The reason why I think this take on the vampire is so profound is a couple things. One, of course he's long-lived, but he gets around in the daytime. You're like, wow, that sounds like Blade. It's a little different than Blade, and we'll get into that. Two, his profession. We'll get into that. And three, this vampire has a little bit of an ailment, has a little bit of a, I want to say a sickness, but I'll just say a condition. And all that kind of, and plus the supporting characters makes it an interesting comic. All right, then, so let me get into it. All right, so there's a town down south called DayBlack. And the reason why it's called DayBlack is because there's like a factory, nearby, and it kicks all this, smoke into the air. And so it keeps it overcast all the time, like Rochester, New York. It keeps it overcast all the time. And so it kind of blocks out the sun, and that allows the vampire to roam freely during the day. All right. And so the character, the main character, the protagonist, his name is Merc. And, in my interview with Keef Cross, he was telling me that the character design was kind of inspired by Mos Def. I've read this book in PDF, and then when it came out, I got, to me, it's almost like Curtis Mayfield and Erykah Badu got together and conspired to bring us a vampire tale. That's the vibration that I get off this book. You know what I mean? Now, some of y'all who are younger, I would say, who would be equivalent? Yeah, I don't know. Who would be equivalent? I would say, okay, imagine Redman and Lauryn Hill got together. Is that current enough for you? Is that current enough? I can't go no more recent than that. But yeah. So that's the vibe I get off the book now. Okay, so we go into it. Now I got the two physical, graphic novels in my hand. Just got them from Amazon. This is the second time I bought number one. I gave it to a friend. This is the kind of book you gotta have in your collection. Okay, now I used to say, hey family, buy these books for your nieces, your nephews, your kids. This one, I would definitely give to the college student types. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably gonna send this one to my son. And matter of fact, did I give it to him already? No, send this one to my son. And, I gotta keep a couple copies for myself, obviously. You gotta have it in your collection. Go through the book. Now, so this brother, long-lived, right? He was born like 100 and some years ago. He was a slave. But for some reason, he didn't like picking cotton during the day. He liked picking cotton at night. And so, the oppressor, the villain, he let the brother pick cotton at night by himself. I guess he figured, maybe Merch invented the night shift. I don't know. He don't get no credit either. Ain't that a bitch? He don't get no credit for inventing the night shift. That's. So anyway, so he goes through, and so it's like, crack. You hear something? I ain't hear nothing. Okay. I thought I heard something. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, descending down upon them from the heavens is this divine creature, right? And chomp. You know what I mean? Bites the brother, and he goes through this transformation, and he becomes a vampire. Now, I remember seeing, was it True Blood or something like that? And I know they had some long-lived vampires. I think the one cat was a Viking, and then somebody else was, caveman or something, whatever. I could dig it. But I've never seen a slave. You know what I mean? An enslaved African person. But here's the thing. So as we go, you see this dual line image. He's having another one of his dreams. Now, this is the thing. This brother, he suffers from narcolepsy. I think that's the right term. Where is it, narcolepsy? Yeah. Where he just falls asleep. He can't control the he just falls asleep. And he has these weird, what I would call Bob Marley, Rastafari type dreams. You know what I mean? It's all these lions and all kinds of interesting stuff. So it's so cool. Look at his tub. It has all these stickers and stuff on it. It looked like somebody's laptop who might have worked at a record store kind of thing. And so we go through, and so this brother, kind of goes through and shows us his life, like some of the challenges of a vampire. Even though he drinks blood, he still misses the feeling of chewing everything. So it's that kind of daily in a day of a life kind of thing, and he goes through and I'm not gonna show you everything. I always want you guys to buy the book, but what we find out is that and then he's in a modern age, right? So we go through, and all the cutie pies are sending him little pics. So I guess this would be Instagram or something or whatever, but he can't take a selfie. Why? He's a goddamn vampire, and they don't have reflection. So it's like, I mean, just it's very, very cute in some areas. And so, we kind of, he talks about the DayBlack piece and everything. And I tell you, man, this is one of the blackest books you're going to find. Real black. I mean, black like Brother Man black. Black like, It's just one of them black books. And when I say black, I mean you catch the nuances of the African American culture. You know what I mean? I mean he's touching on the root. And so we don't mind the helicopters, family. It's America. And so anyway, so he goes through and he talks about the different jobs. He's 100 years old and change. So he wasn't by the way, he's a tattoo artist. I forgot to tell you guys that. He's a tattoo artist. That's another thing that makes it interesting. And the artist and the creator of this book, Keef Cross, he's an actual tattoo artist. And of course, when you look at his style, you can see how that, particular art form informs his illustration. Anyway, so he has a very interesting way of, capturing the blood. And I don't want to tell you because I want you to take a look. But I just want to show y'all this. Look at these dreams that he's having. You can see some of this stuff on somebody's arm. You know what I mean? And these things are meaningful. They're not random and things like that. And then he talks about his childhood and stuff. Now I'm going to jump ahead. I think there's like 6 books in the series and 2 graphic novels. And there's like, to where I remember, there's like 3 or 4 different story arcs in this whole thing. 6, maybe about 6. But it's very interesting. The art is beautiful. Let me show y'all something real quick without giving so much away. Of course, you can fly. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, so this is some gorgeous artwork. That's the best I can tell you. So sometimes the narcolepsy thing can cause a problem, and drawing on human skin is not like drawing on paper. It's like, I don't think there's any erase tool for the tattoo artist, so that can cause some challenges. And then some people come into his life, you know, that can cause some challenges. I don't want to give everything away, but let's just say, just like Buffy the Vampire, there's some, you know, some hunters that come into play. But Keef's take on hunters will blow your mind. It made me laugh out loud because it made so much sense. But it's like, how the hell did you put those two ideas together, kind of a thing. And so, yeah, so I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but you definitely gotta get the book. Fellas, I'm telling you, this is a beautiful book to have. It's a beautiful book. It's a sophisticated book. I've been saying for a minute that we need something like a heavy metal for the brothers. You know what I mean? And this is like close. This is probably as close as we can get right now until I put something together. So anyway, family, this is a terrific book. I would suggest you go over to Amazon and pick up both. I got both here. I got the first graphic novel and the second one. What are they? Are they 20 bucks? They're not that much a piece. Let me just look while I'm here recording here. Let me go to Amazon right quick. Amazon. Yeah, I literally like just bought them and they came through real fast. Hope you guys don't mind while I look at mine. So it's like 15 bucks a piece. So 30 bucks plus shipping. If you got Prime, it's not gonna cost you that much. And yeah, so you gotta have this in your collection. So DayBlack, issue 1 and volume 2. Now remember, these are graphic novels, okay? So they're thicker. How many pages is in here? I don't know, they're not numbered, but it's a bunch of pages. I think it's like 3 books in each one, something like that. But epic. And again, it's a little on the adult side, you know, in terms of some themes. You know, the way some of the women dress, you know, he's tattooing on thighs, and, you know what I mean, different things like that. And he's trying to self-medicate, you know what I mean? And the way him being a vampire, the way he gets the drug, oh, bam. You gotta check out this book. I think the brothers will particularly appreciate the book. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say. Very well written. The themes are very enjoyable. The writing is good. It's good character development. It's one of those, there are certain parts where you'll laugh out loud kind of thing. And certain parts, like, you'll be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Kind of a thing. It's like, I just didn't expect it. So Keef is an excellent, even if this book didn't have no drawings in it, the story is good, you know, but the drawings are epic. And one of these days, I'm gonna get some of his prints, you know, up in the crib, because if you go to keefcross.com and check out his artwork, epic. You know, again, adult in nature, some nudes kind of thing, but the way he treats the female form is just incredible. I mean, he deifies the female form. He really does, in a very sensual way in his artwork. So check him out, Keef Cross, KeefCross.com. You can pick up the digital books at peepgamecomics.com. Peep, you know how I spell Peep. Comics with an X, you know, COMIX.com. And you can get the physical books at Amazon. Just look up DayBlack, one word, Keef Cross, and you'll find it. All right, and I'll put the links down in the little video description. Love you guys. Hope all our dreams come true. Spread the word about the channel, family. I'm trying to, you know, bring awareness to the planet about Black comics and sci-fi, because Black Panther has shown that, you know, there's a need to see strong, positive images of African people in the future. Now, this can be a little bit on the scary side in some parts, but you know, this kind of horror fantasy kind of thing, I think, is needed. John the Soul, johnthesoul.com. Go over to my site, check it out for interviews with artists and writers about life, business, and a little dash of politics. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.